welcome back to the SideQuest Creatives. This is episode 5. I'm here with Lockie and Bruges. How are we today?
Good, thanks.
Good, yeah.
No, that's good. Good to hear.
How are you?
Yeah, no, I'm doing quite well. Quite well today. It's been nice and rainy on the weekend, so just hanging out, cruising, you know.
Sitting in depression.
Doing what we do, yeah.
That's what I do when it rains.
Yeah.
I get really sad.
I like it. It makes me happy.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's chill if you're, if you like cozy out. Yeah, it can be good.
Yeah.
It can be good. It's good in its own way.
Especially if you need it. If you're out doing a whole bunch of stuff and then you have to get sheltered at home because it's raining. You know. It's a bit more of a restful day. It's a bit better, I
I think
reckon.
that's why I like it. It means I don't have to, there's not the expectation to go out.
Yeah.
I hate going out.
You hate going there.
You don't have to go for a run.
Have to do anything.
Yeah.
It's great. Sit down and play video games all day.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to...
Hi, and welcome to...
The SideQuest Creative Podcast, where we will talk about our daily struggles with staying creative in...
Not So Creative World.
Hello and welcome to episode 5 of the SideQuest Creative Podcast. Today we'll be talking about the noise of the modern world and how it affects our creativity. And today we have Dylan,
Hey, how you going?
Lachlan,
Here as always.
and me.
Bruges.
Thank you.
Grizzling.
You want to have a go?
No, that's scary. Yeah, okay.
Just wave your hands around a lot when you get anxious.
Do one of these. What up? It's the SideQuest Creative. I'm your host, Lachlan. With me, my sub-hosts, Dylan and Breach.
Wow.
Don't speak. And
That was great.
that's so aggressive.
That was great.
No, okay, so today we're talking about the distractions of modern living, mainly in a negative light. But I think
Spoilers.
Yeah.
No,
Alright. Let me go again.
Sorry.
No, you're right. Today we're talking about the noise of the modern world and how you navigate that as a creative, where there are some common pitfalls and what some strategies are to try and avoid getting stuck in, I guess, a dopamine hole. Stay tuned
Good.
for tips and tricks. Top 10 reasons why you're on Instagram too much. Top 10 reasons why you watch too much porn. These are all little snippets you can use.
5 hacks to jumpstart your creativity.
Dopamine detox. Now.
I'm loving the buzzwords, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is how we get on the
Buzz.
Alright, that's my show.
I think we got
I shot my shot.
Okay, Broseph.
So yeah, we're talking about noise in the modern world, how it affects our creativity and what we sort of want to do about it. You know, if anything, really. Could be a nice little hum in the back of our minds.
Just surrender.
Yeah, just surrender to it. Go with the flow of the universe and
Plug in.
Strap in or strap on.
So I guess we should probably start with what we think the noise of, or what noise is in this context. How do we define it, I guess?
Comes to mind.
I think the most obvious answer, which is the conscious noise that we hear, see and feel. All the stuff that we have in society that just, makes us sort of, I don't know, we're more dulled to it, I guess, but I think it's just everything that our senses take in.
Like physical noise.
Yeah. Or just background radiation of the universe.
Sorry, background radiation.
Background radiation of the universe, yeah.
Like traffic and that stuff, literally, or
No.
no?
Radiation. More making a joke than anything.
Yeah.
Please explain. I don't get it.
Explain the joke.
What do you mean radiation?
Well, the universe creates radiation and like this background radiation that emits a noise, and you can tune into the sound of what the universe sounds like. It's just a dull
I
hum.
imagine it sounds like
Right.
whales.
But
That's
yeah.
not what whales sound like.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, what do you think?
Yes, the noise of the modern world. I think that is more speaking to the demands and pressures, and then just the noise associated with existing now. So, technology, how we socialize now, our jobs, how we get around, all aspects of our Western world, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's it's a bit deeper than what I thought.
Radiation of the universe is pretty deep.
That's pretty deep.
It's pretty
That's as deep
deep.
as it gets.
Well, I mean, I was more going with like noises of everyday society, but yeah. So you were talking like everything, sort of encapsulating in the world. Can you speak a bit more on that?
Yeah, like the demands and pressures, maybe.
Mm.
Demands and pressures, expectations is a good one.
Whose expectations?
Societies.
Society. We do live in a
Society, darling. Yeah, so I guess a lot of that stuff is more internal, but I do think the physical noise as well. I think the traffic and the neighbours.
So you're talking internal noise as well as external?
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
cool.
mostly thinking about internal noise.
In terms of like mind.
The voices in my head.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really even consider that one. What about you, Lachlan? What do you think?
Could I have the question again?
Would you like it in a
Any voice?
No,
an accent? Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah.
definitely
Okay.
not.
Morgan Freeman.
I mean, come on, what can you do? What can you do?
Lachlan Nagy. What does the noise of the modern world mean? For instance, if you need help, it's your own personal definition of it, or does it involve notifications or ads, news, content? Is it tech related? Like Bruce said, is it internal or external? How
Well, I think it is all those things. Yeah, definitely.
how would you categorize them all?
How would I categorize them all? Alphabetically, probably.
Yeah,
That'd probably be
That's
the
a good
most
way, yeah.
efficient way.
absolutely. Yeah.
No, I get what you mean. It's I think it all comes back to the mind. I think that the human race right now is currently very overstimulated in our minds. Our brains are overstimulated, and not even just the whole brain, but specifically one hemisphere of the brain, which I always forget which is which. I think it's the left side, the logical side. You kind of have like a masculine and a feminine side to your brain hemispheres, I believe.
I learnt it more of like analytical and versus intuitive sort of thing.
Well, and I think that is associated. People have associated that with like a yin and yang, a feminine and a masculine.
Yeah, actually I have. I don't like feminizing and masculizing everything.
The thing with
It's
those,
exhausting.
yeah, well, I
But
do
also because I'm very analytical and I think that's bullshit that's associated with male.
Okay, well, here's the difference. Just because you are that gender does not mean you are like male and female are different from masculine and feminine.
I mean, so I guess my problem is more what's associated with masculine and what's associated with feminine.
Any form of output I associate with masculine.
Yeah, right.
Any form of input I associate with feminine. So like even just a conversation, you need to be able to speak words, which is masculine because you're outputting. But a good conversation needs to have that, and it has to have listening, which is receiving the words. And you've talked to plenty of buffheads who just talk, don't listen. And that is an imbalance. And every human should be a balance of these two things. And that's why, like, you look at a psychologist like Carl Jung, and he used the words anima and animus. So every woman has an anima, and every guy has an animus, and it's essentially your internal other half. Your subconscious is guarded by the other gender, or the feminine spirit, or the masculine spirit. So, yeah, I think
balance is fine. It's just it seems like the shit, soft stuff is always associated with feminine, and the hard, cool stuff is associated with the masculine.
Caring is cool.
This is where
that
softness
has been
cool.
a personal frustration throughout my entire existence that I would argue you boys would not understand.
100% would.
To put it bluntly.
You don't even need to argue that. That's
so. Yeah,
I
am exhausted by the whole masculine and feminine thing, but I do appreciate the balance and the halves and yin and yang and all that. Cool.
I mean, I think unfortunately what's happened is there has been, like, especially through places like Hollywood, there's a ramping up of women embracing their masculinity, which is not a bad thing. That's kind of what I think a lot of women have gone through. It's like women have a masculine side, men have a feminine side. And that's what I think. Unfortunately, it's just really, our society is a masculine construct. So it's never going to prompt up the feminine.
It's all been out of balance for ever.
Well, the feminine is nature. And if you really want to weigh the scales, nature would kick society's ass every day of the week. Because we're just all on the planet. That's the whole masculine construct is on Earth with a couple little probes. And then you have all of space is this vast feminine power that could just be powerful. Yeah. Anyway, it's going way off topic, but I think the analytical voice in your head is your masculine mind. It's your masculine brain talking in logic. In language itself is a masculine construct, right? Whereas, like, if you want to get into the real...
illogical. Sorry, go on.
And illogical.
And it's so illogical.
Yeah. Well, God, man, like, English language, like, what's with all these silent letters and shit? Like, you want to make it so hard. Anyway.
One word meaning multiple things.
Yeah. It's not, you can see where it's not perfect. It's like, it's this flawed structure. But then we can communicate emotionally as well. You can step into a room and you can understand. You can communicate. And that is like a telepathic, that's the feminine side of existence. And people try to numb that at every point. You know what I mean? Coffee will numb your tiredness, but that's a feeling. Panadol will numb your pain.
In moderation.
Yeah. But I mean, that's kind of what I think it's. You want to talk about this modern living, and
coffee is very tied to that.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Like, and by that use of coffee, you're increasing your cortisol. You're stressing yourself out a little bit, but you just...
We've spoken about this at work, but I've started not having my coffee first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
I wait until I've woken up.
That's good.
So like an hour and a half into my day. And
Nice.
apparently that's meant to... Because when you have it first thing, it, like you said, it like numbs your natural awakening processes, and it sort of like just covers over your natural process and like steps in and causes you to wake up immediately. And then later, once that's worn off, you still have to wake up naturally. So you're going to go back to being tired and you're going to like start from the start sort of thing again. That's my very basic understanding.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you just wait until you've woken up naturally and then have your coffee, apparently it's a lot better.
Yeah, cool.
And it'll avoid that afternoon crash too, because that's what, once it wears off, then you still got to wake up properly. So you just go back to
I have to do that. So I just smash one as soon as I wake up. Like, I don't want to be alive. Take the pain away.
It's the only reason I get up in the morning.
Yeah. Well, look, I'll just, to finish that whole question, I think we're in our heads too much, we're thinking too much, and then all this technology that's been invented just is amplifying that one side of the brain activity, overstimulating it,
I can see that,
and hacking the other side, or hacking the emotions through that content.
Really just cutting it down.
Yeah, packaging it and just being like, there you go. Just convenient, straight to you.
Yeah.
Panicked.
Just be
panicked.
all the time.
All the time. Yeah, agreed.
And so through that, what do we think is our relationship to the noise of the world, you know? And I guess how that relates to our phones and the most obvious use of that.
Yeah.
But we don't have to stick to technology. We can go wherever our minds take us, I think.
Well, do you want to answer that question? I feel like I just spoke for a while. Or yourself.
Well, my relationship with my phone specifically right now is, like, it's fine. You were saying earlier that, you know, when you scroll, you sort of get hit with these videos on Instagram where it's like, get off your phone, go outside, all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't really get affected by those because I feel like every time I jump on my phone, it's by conscious choice. Like I've gotten to the point where I can pick it up, put it down, and it's fine. Like there is no resistance, there's nothing holding me to it. I just see it as an electronic brick that gives you dopamine every now and then, but it's kind of like your mind being a slave or a master. It's a better slave than it is master because it's a chaotic ball of mush. Yeah, so I think my relationship with it is fine. Sometimes I do get distracted by it. Yeah, we'll admit. But I think it's pretty easy to jump off it and get back focused on something else. My distractions aren't necessarily tech related, I think. Mine's are getting out of the house, specifically. So I'm big on avoidance, which I'm working on. But my things will be, I'll get out of the house, I'll try and go for a skate or a run, or try and do something that isn't the thing that I'm supposed to do. Okay, the phone isn't the issue. It's other stuff that I find more interesting than whatever the task is.
Okay.
So for me, it would be those outside activities, which I guess helps now if it's raining and you can't do all those outside activities.
Yeah, run. Unless you put a rain jacket on.
We've got no rain jackets.
Or just go naked.
That's illegal.
That's illegal. Wear a G-banger. It depends
wrong.
It's disturbing.
Depends how close you are to the beach. There's like a radius.
Yeah.
There's a radius.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, you can be naked on the beach.
You could wear a budgie smuggler on the beach and
Yeah.
not get arrested, but if you're wearing it like
In a shopping centre.
inland.
Yeah.
I think I've seen a skit where someone did that. They're at the beach wearing a budgie smuggler, and then they start walking away from the beach and like, this is okay, not okay, not okay. Yeah.
The lion.
Yeah.
But yeah, what about you guys? What's your relationship with distractions and I guess in that procrastination or tech stuff, or how would you answer?
Well, I was going to say I think it's good that you distract by going outside and doing things. I think that's fairly healthy in terms of distractions.
Good. Yeah.
I was curious, like, what sort of things you're avoiding when you go out. Like,
that's just it. Like, it could be anything that I need to do. It could be as simple as mowing the lawn and doing the dishes.
Yeah, okay. Usually chores and stuff.
Just anything I don't want to do.
Okay.
Stuff that I'm going to go for a skate.
Yeah.
I'm not an adult.
Keep fruit down the driveway. It solves all your problems.
Fuck yeah. And then you come back and you're like, fuck, it's not done. Still got a mile away.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but what about you, Reach?
I have a bad relationship with my phone at the moment. It's probably the worst it's ever been, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I've never been so easily distracted by it. Like, I'll pick it up to check the weather or something, and then I'll just be on Instagram scrolling, and I'll be like, I swear I picked this up for a reason, and then I'll remember what it was, and then do that. But yeah, the gram is the problem.
It's too good.
Yeah.
It's too good. Gives you anything you want.
I think I'm like searching for information too. Information and community maybe, and answers, and
Yeah.
See, that's the other thing as well. Like, you jump on social media because it's evolved into this sort of symbiotic way of exploring and explaining different human processes. Like, you've got all these people doing like baking hacks or handyman hacks or whatever, neurodivergent hacks, whatever it is. So I think, it's interesting that there are sources of information and actual like useful stuff on there now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it is taking away from that other stuff. So it's like serving and not serving at the same time now. It's overindulging at a feast, but not knowing that you're full.
Yeah, true. Yeah, and I am also using it to distract from day-to-day life and stuff as well. Which I've never really done before either, but it could be meth.
It could be meth.
It
could always be meth.
It could always be meth.
That's a good point.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, look, a lot of people are in the same boat. Including myself.
Yeah.
No, well, look, okay, right now. Sorry, was there any more you wanted to say about your relationship with your phone?
No, I could talk about it more because, like, I'm also going on there for art and, like, for art business purposes. But, I'm getting distracted from that, so.
Well, it's like I think those platforms are kind of designed in a way where they do that, where it's like you have intentions to step in to be creative, to create something, and then you end up consuming.
Yeah.
And I've heard this phrase called create or consume. And is it that you're consuming content, or is it that the content's consuming you?
Yeah.
Whoa, holy moly.
Deep.
Put that on my poster.
Logo.
Create or consume.
That's always how I saw our society, really, is be a consumer but don't get consumed, like
you're either prey or you're a predator.
Yeah, like don't get sucked into it, but know that you Alright?
This is a
Keeps you
Is this a
distracted.
fidget toy?
Yeah,
That's
sure.
Yeah, if you want, as long as you keep it.
mighty sword. Alright. This is my fidget toy. So, yeah, look, I'm in the same boat as you with the relationship with the phone. But I think the main thing is I go through phases of deleting Instagram and being free, and I don't even think about it.
That's clever.
It's and you can just reinstall it because it's like it knows that people have this. I think lots of other people are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, welcome back. You know, we just like install it in 2 seconds, log in 2 seconds.
Walk of shame.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, me again.
Hello.
Yeah, look, I've gone through phases where it's been bad. Like I've had a day off, looked down at my phone, and then when I feel like I've looked back up, it's been 5 hours. No joke. Like my phone will tell me, you spent 5 hours on Instagram.
Literally 5 hours? Wow.
Yeah, bad. It used to be more YouTube,
Yeah.
but yeah, if I'm just like, I got a day off, I'm just chilling at home, bam, it just hit me. So that's quite confronting, and I am never in a good mood after that happens. There's tons of shame and just frustration that comes with that afterwards when you're like, you had the potential of a day and now it's gone. I think, again, people could relate to that. Like, if you're honest with yourself, maybe it's not as bad as 5 hours. Maybe it's fucking 3. But that's still pretty bad. Especially when you compare that to, like, you would have been better off watching a movie for like 2 hours. And that's what...
You could watch a Lord of the Rings extended edition in that time.
You could, and you would feel great afterwards. Your brain wouldn't be chopped up. Like, your attention, every video is getting chopped, you know what I mean? So it's like, you just imagine your attention span's been chopped into like over 100 pieces.
Sushi.
Yeah. As opposed to like one form of media that was expertly crafted by Peter Jackson at the peak of his career. But right now I'm pretty good. I want to start creating again, mainly on YouTube. I lost hope a bit when all this new short form media came out because I was like, oh, that's where everyone's going. But there's still a strong, I don't know, possibility. I don't know what you call it. There's still, like, you can still make long form content on YouTube. There's still an audience. That's probably what I'm looking for. That still exists. And that's kind of what I want to do.
For like short films or like...
Well, a bit of everything. Short films. Maybe like a series. Any promotional stuff for bigger projects outside of social media.
We should put this up on YouTube too.
Yeah. I was nearly thinking about putting it on Ventureful. I don't know if you want to make a separate YouTube for just this, in which case we do that. It's still recording.
Yeah, still recording.
Alright, cool.
Let's
still record. Alright, cool.
Yep, that's I'm checking that.
Yeah, but I think that's pretty much my answer. I'm good now. I'm mainly using AI a fair bit, which feels better because it's constructive, and I'm at least... I think the main thing is I'm going in with an intention, doing what I got to do, and then coming out. Whereas all those social media platforms are like, maybe you have a bit of an idea, sometimes you don't. Like, sometimes you just unconsciously open it, you're gone.
Yeah,
You're gone.
totally.
Go on skis.
You don't even know why you're there.
Yeah.
Down with the sickness, as they would say. Lachlan actually touched on something that I found quite interesting before, actually, because you were talking about distractions and attention, and how when you're scrolling through the videos and your attention gets chopped up to little bits, like expert sushi, Rishi over here. I was sort of wondering what your take on the creative output in that sense was. If you're constantly distracted, if it's constantly chopped up into little bits, and then I guess maybe how you would put those bits back together. For the both of you, not just Lachlan, but yeah. Well,
I think there's also an entire category of content that covers this, which is dopamine detox.
What is that?
Well, it's in the title, but it's pretty much just stop watching all that crap, detox from it, because you're spiking your dopamine every time you're watching short form content. Dopamine actually works on anticipation. So as you're scrolling through, it's I think they actually brought in people who worked on like the pokies, people who make the slot machines have come in and helped people in social media create the new system of short form media. And it's like, will this be a cool one? Will this be a good one? Will something make me laugh? Will something make me horny? Will something, will something spike an emotion through there?
Interesting.
And the fact that it's variety, anticipation, that's where the dopamine is spiking before you've even watched the cool video. It's like, ooh, it's coming.
So you need to. So then, realistically, you would need to go to scroll for another video and then quickly close it. Because then you get the dopamine, but you don't get the video. Get out quick.
That's the problem. They can't stop after one scroll.
Yeah. And you feel like
I
shit
just put
afterwards.
$10 in the pokies. It's never just $10.
Yeah. So the main thing is, and I've heard this saying, which I totally agree with.
I'll keep
I've-
an eye on it. I can
okay.
see it from here,
Alright.
so it's all good.
Okay, let me take two. I've heard this saying that I completely agree with in terms of dopamine detox and creativity, and it is that boredom is the foundation of creative endeavor.
I've heard that too, yeah.
I think we said that in one of our earlier episodes.
Oh,
Yes.
That's actually where I heard
Make
it
sure
from.
you
I
listen
think.
to it, yeah.
I heard it in this great
This
podcast
great podcast.
with these very attractive hosts.
Yeah, I think it was episode 24 that we touched on that one.
Episode 2.
Get real. One thing I would like to add, this is a bit random, but I remember hearing Lady Gaga's process for writing music.
Yeah, cool.
She just locks herself in an empty room with like a mattress and paper and maybe like a piano or something. And it's like boring. You know what I mean? Just complete. And this is a rich person. This is someone who's made it.
I was like, I wish I could do that. I would love that.
Well, you have the spare. You kind of
No,
could.
but I have to go to work every day.
Oh, yes, yeah. Well, yes. You could do it once a week.
Maybe not even. There's so many things we have to do on weekends now. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
actually had one day.
You could
that
do
I
it for an
don't
hour.
do. Yeah, I could do it for an
Yeah.
hour. That's a good point.
An hour in the boredom chamber.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
But that's maybe you need 1 hour to just get to that level of boredom. And then the other hour to start making stuff. But yeah, it's like you've really got to fast on entertainment.
Yeah, right.
It's really interesting that we have to do that with something that we've created. Like when you think of fasting, it's normally with food and around religious practices mostly, but people fast for general health and stuff. But like now we're fasting off technology. Now we're fasting off all these different things that we do that we don't necessarily like. We do, but they're not good for us.
Yeah, well, we overconsume, don't we?
Yeah.
Even food, we
Yeah.
overconsume. We don't need 3 meals a day.
No,
And we don't need to watch as much entertainment as we do. 3 meals a day is a lie.
I think we need to eat 3 times a day at least, but it doesn't have to be a big meal.
They've proven it's a lie. It was invented by like the Rockefellers or something. They made it up so that it would turn into cattle. You just eat.
So they could sell breakfast, lunch, and
We
dinner.
What, and then-
do need regular stuff with glucose and shit. Though.
Yeah.
So we do need to eat regularly.
Yeah.
I agree, probably not entire meals.
It's fit. Breakfast is a myth invented by Kellogg's.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
It's a myth. You don't need it. It's not the most important meal of the day. I'll say
I
that.
never believed that. But I do know it's very important that I do eat in the morning.
Yeah,
It's very important.
for everyone's
But-
safety.
Hey, whoa. No, I feel like shit. Like, I'll trick myself into thinking I can, not eat. But then I'll be like low mood, low energy, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. Whereas, like, I've started having protein early in the morning.
That's good.
And protein is linked to dopamine production in the brain.
Ah, yes.
It's not that.
Well, this next one is, I guess it's written sort of not defeatist, but it's sort of like reminiscent maybe, because it's what was the last time you felt truly immersed in something. So like your creativity, like the way I take that is we're not being creative now, so when was the last time it was, and trying to re-spark that creativity through that, or am I just projecting too much?
I mean, it could have been like yesterday that you were fully submerged in something.
Was it?
Trying to think. What does that mean? Like, what do you think of when you think of being fully focused
fully
on
focused,
something?
fully immersed would be flow state comes to mind straight away.
Yeah,
So,
highly focused.
Yeah, so it would be a strong attention to something for a lengthy period of time where you forget to eat, sleep, breathe, that sort of thing. In a healthy way, Lachlan, like you used to do.
What do I do? Not breathe?
Healthy non-breathing, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to hold his breath all the time. It's not good for your brain, mate. You need
I do
oxygen up
that.
there.
I literally hold my breath. It sucks.
You shouldn't.
Yeah.
Well, I actually saw something that holding your breath increases the production of human growth hormone by 500%.
I would be so tall by now if that was
It could have it was just some shit I saw on a reel, so it could be complete garbage.
Must be true.
But then I think, I feel like there's usually people who do free diving usually have like a glow to them. They're usually kind of cool.
I feel like
Full of
that
life.
also it has something to do with being in a beautiful ocean environment rather than stuck in traffic.
Holding your breath,
Yeah.
stressing out? Yeah. Maybe.
Well, thinking about it.
Probably.
Thinking about it, like holding your breath makes your blood more oxygenated because the blood needs to be more oxygenated because you're holding your breath.
I would know, I'm not
Right.
a doctor.
Yeah.
No,
Well, it does.
Not a
So-
doctor.
it does. No.
So yeah, it would make sense that they
Hmm.
have more blood flow and more oxygenated blood because they just need to be more bloodied.
Can someone fact check that in the comments, please?
I'm 100% right there.
Our one person that's comments on our things, can you fact check that, please?
And don't fact check that by holding your breath for as long as you can because we don't want you to die.
Thanks for that, Lockie.
Not me.
Yeah, so like, yeah, I guess when were you truly inspired last? In the last decade, maybe.
Inspired or immersed?
It's sort of like immersion comes from inspiration. You're inspired by something which then puts you to work, or you put yourself to work.
I will
You
just
will,
break
maybe?
the third wall.
Fourth wall.
The wheel and the
I
wall.
got everything wrong
The
about
sixth
that.
dimensional
I will
wall.
just break the third world. There's a second world?
Oh goodness.
Good.
Alright.
The fourth wall. Because I think we focus pretty well when we're doing this.
I agree. I was going to
Phones,
say
we're
that.
talking to each other and we're thinking about.
Yeah, definitely. And I'd say immersed.
Mm.
Immersed in it. Yeah.
Mm.
Definitely. I think and that being all those distractions falling away, and this is just the one thing you're doing, like that, we're doing it now.
Yeah.
I would totally agree with you.
Pat in the back.
Ah,
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, look, that, and for me, I mean, writing's been a bit of a struggle with the novel. There have been brief moments, but it's like it's a big old need a big takeoff, big runway to get that going because there's like a lot behind it with all the baggage of everything that I've written before. So yeah, there's it feels like I need momentum to really get back into that state.
Yeah.
It's a good day if I can just jump straight into it and go.
Yeah.
Because there's so much to think about. But the other thing would be when I was making the chainmail, which it's very much just a crafty thing, but that was just something I could just get into and get immersed into.
Yeah.
And it was really, it's quite nice to hand it off to someone and get an immediate sort of reaction. Yeah.
No,
So
that's
good.
cool.
Yeah.
Fantastic answer, Lachlan.
Thank you.
Very good answer.
What I get?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
Yeah, gold stars coming your way, bud.
Fuck
As soon as I get gold stars.
Yeah, please do. Next episode. What about you, Dylan?
You're gonna have a Mo sticker, how's that? Plenty of them.
I don't want that. Keep that. Well, people know where.
I was actually gonna ask Bruce first.
Oh, okay.
Bruce, inspired,
What else?
immersed,
Yes.
apart from...
Right now. Reading my book just before. Very
Yeah.
immersed in that because I was like, I need to know what happens. And I was like, this guy just showed up and he just met this other lady halfway through and he's his lost father. Yeah, that was exciting.
There's a lot going on there.
What book?
Yep. Yes, it's called Remarkably Bright Creatures. And there's actually a movie been made about it as well.
Cool.
But, yep, recommend. Janet suggested that she's never going to listen to this.
Thanks, Janet.
Thanks, Janet. Yes, and I think when I'm painting generally, which I did some of on the weekend, I don't know, that's hard. Sometimes I don't even know if I am. I mean, often in my head there's those voices like, you don't know what you're doing and this looks shit and that's wrong and don't put that there. Unless I'm listening to something, in which case I'm pretty immersed. Yeah, but sometimes with painting, not all the time though, which is hard. Yeah.
Yeah, getting into that immersion, that flow state, sort of difficult with a critical creative.
Perfectionism and all that.
Wanting to be better, but not allowing yourself to be what you are.
Yeah, and I'm doing a lot of experimenting and trying new things with my painting as well. And I think that, because there's more insecurity there because it's something new. Yeah.
It's like they say when you're going through growing pains, you're going to feel the opposite of what you're trying to achieve. So when you're learning something, you're going to feel more dumb because your neurons are literally growing in your brain. You're learning something new. You might get the thought, why didn't I learn this earlier? Why didn't I do this before? All that sort of thing.
Yeah.
When you're getting stronger, you feel weaker.
Yeah, true.
But once you get that strength and once you start building momentum and seeing the progress, it sort of gets a bit easier. But I think with the creative mindset and the criticisms that come internally with that chatter, it's very hard to get in and then stay in that mindset. I do see where you're coming from there.
Yeah, true. What about you?
Last time I felt truly immersed or inspired.
I'm interested to hear that.
Probably this. I think when I'm doing stuff with other people, I do get more immersed. When I'm by myself, I get too sucked into the criticisms of creativity as well, where I'll sit there and judge too harshly, so much so that I get really uncomfortable feelings within me. Then there's a lot of energy that starts coming up, and then I have to move around, and by that time it's already creative flow's gone. There's no point, sort of like I'm just getting annoyed or agitated or whatever it is. Generally it's negative, which is strange. Like I don't really feel joy or positivity towards creative stuff when I do it by myself. It just feels like a slog of hard work. It just feels like work. And there's not really anything that's there that I guess sort of want to do. I do it because I feel like I have to, or I will have to because I want to in the grand sense of it all, but I don't want to go through those growing pains of learning to write properly or learning to play the guitar or learning to do all that sort of thing. I'd rather just sort of be able to do it at a comfortable level and then, learn comfortably but not feel so up my own ass when I am learning those things, because it's just, that feeling of uncomfortability, that feeling of confinement, that feeling of sort of like trapped within my own body is very visceral on that. So it's very hard to get immersed when I'm doing solo stuff, but when I'm with other people, like in this, or if I'm working with someone at work and we're changing something around or whatever it might be, it's easier, I think, because there is that added accountability that someone else is there and that I want to do a good job, not let anyone down. But when it's myself, it doesn't really matter if I let myself down. But even then it does, because I don't want to let myself down. So it's a bit of a catch-22 there. And I'm pretty sure I'm a unique snowflake there where no one else experiences that.
No one ever.
No.
Never.
It makes me think of body doubling again. How a lot of people find that beneficial.
Explain that one again for me.
Body doubling. It's fairly new to me, but it's just where you and another person are working alongside each other, not necessarily on the same thing. you could be sitting there quietly, working away on different things. Don't even need to be talking to each other. And some people, if they can't get a friend or someone to just, work with them, they might go out to a cafe or something, if that's not too distracting for you. But just having other people around, like doing things and
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, I think I mentioned that in a different episode. I was going to the library to write instead of staying at home, and that helped me a lot.
Yeah.
And I think even kind of what you were saying about essentially like being isolated, trying to work on your creativity, on your writing, you're spiraling, you're in your own head, right?
Yeah.
And if someone else is there with you, I think just the idea of like, if you can't do that while someone else is there, really, because they'll turn around and be like, "You all right, dude?" Like, "Whoa, being out." Like,
it's like accountability a bit.
Yeah. Well, and I think you disappear in your unconscious, or in your maybe it's not the unconscious, but in your own mind for sure. Yeah.
Good point. I also think our whole lives we've left the house to go to school, left the house to go to work. We've then been around people, and that's where we've been trained to work. And so it could even just be going out or being around people just hijacks that trained mechanism.
Very true.
I'm going somewhere now. I'm going to do something.
Are you saying I've been conditioned like a dog?
Yes.
Like Pavlov's dog?
Pavlov.
I wasn't going to look at that. Yeah, Pavlov. I know. But yeah, could have been conditioned. Why not?
Pavlov's dog is so good. We don't talk about Pavlov's
No,
dog.
no, he's seen some things.
So, by the way, that does remind me, I have a gallery show opening from the 20th of May to the 20th of June at Cough Central in the Makespace area on level 1.
Right next to Kmart.
Yeah.
Sick.
And if you want to see that piece of art and other pieces of art, hop on www.artbybriege.au. Another one I listen to, they say dub.
Oh, gosh, come on now. Dub.
HTTP//
That's a bit cute for me.
Alright, sorry about that. I feel greasy.
No,
that's good.
No, this can be a spot where we do that sort of
It's a
thing.
great idea.
Yeah.
Show and tell.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Show us your tell.
Ow.
I got nothing. I can't send you anywhere. Still working on my book. Got nothing.
Good, you just brought out a little piece of paper.
Oh, this.
That's nothing.
So I just wanted to share this. I mean, it's nothing special, but it's just something that I wrote when I kind of didn't feel like writing. But, or at least I didn't really feel like working on what my projects. But I just put the pen in the hand and I kind of just let words come to me.
So this is almost a form of creative distraction.
Well, I'm not trying. I think the thing is, I'm trying to write, but it's like a warm up. Is how I describe this.
Yeah.
Right.
Me.
Yes, exactly. So just what's on the paper, and look, it's nothing special, but it's just writing time, writing for sport, writing because I enjoy it, the creative freedom to create anything at the flick of the wrist, struggling to find the patience to give a scene time, pace a scene, make the reader feel something, and then the reader is sort of the last thing I had there. I was going to start talking about the reader, but it's nonsense.
That's awesome.
But it was... That's okay. That's just an example of... I don't know, sort of... That logically doesn't really fit anywhere within my work, but it made me feel something. And that's sort of what... You talking about your writing and not feeling like you want to do it. I think... you obviously got to check in with those feelings and see if anything comes out. But that was kind of one method I used to try and do
Warm-ups are great, yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good. I love that. Yeah, you can do that in art too, just like a little scrap of painting or paper or something, and just
Play around a bit.
paint. Yeah.
Yeah, so then I guess we've been talking a lot about noise and how it distracts us and disturbs us and disorients us. But I was wondering if we could shift gears in that sense and take it almost onto the opposite. How can we sort of create like a quieter world for ourselves, sort of like tone down the inner critic or the inner child or the ego, and then the outside sensory world, TVs, music, podcasts, loud cars, all that sort of hoo-ha fun stuff that we have come to know and appreciate and love within our general society.
Yeah, I love how you expanded on that question. That was great.
I don't. Make it simple. I don't get it. It's too many words.
Great pussy.
You get 5 words.
How make life quieter, buddy?
Turn off the radio.
Oh, good job. That's a good one.
I did it. I made a podcast.
Alright.
I feel like we could do a whole episode on it.
On what? How to make things quieter?
Yeah. Live in a quieter world, get into communes. And
Yeah. Well, then let's rattle off some of the highlights.
yeah.
How do you make your life a little quiet? How do you make your life a little
Well, it's good because we sort of talked about what noise of the modern world is in the beginning to us.
Yeah.
And we spoke about external noise and internal noise. So yeah, I think we can exert a certain amount of control over our environment by having those quiet spaces if we want to do the Gaga method, or the loud spaces if we want to go to the library, or the
Gaga for the Gaga method. Zing.
And then
Like
I
that.
probably, I don't know, I feel like external is always easy. I feel like internal is the problem. It's very hard.
The hardest one is turning yourself off.
Yeah, and I mean, I've probably spoken about it a few times, but like having a controlled distraction. So listening to a podcast when I'm painting or something that might, put my thoughts into order, or music. But I think as well, I think sometimes I'm afraid of just painting and sitting with my thoughts. Because they go down dark holes.
Well, yeah, that's maybe the the cave you fear has the gold you seek.
Maybe, yeah.
I just thought of that. No, that's a quote from like Joseph Campbell
Okay.
or something. But he got it from me, so
It's a total fraud.
he's a fraud. Yeah, no, that's interesting. I'd say for me, a big one, very simple, kind of said it before, uninstall Instagram. Just for a bit. Just try that. That made everything a lot quieter.
Yeah.
Instagram is
The
crazy.
devil.
Any short form media is crazy and will turn your brain into scrambled eggs. Apparently, if you pick your phone up within the first couple minutes of waking up and jump on social media and start scrolling, I can't remember the exact number, but you significantly drop in IQ points for the day.
Wow.
Like 10.
Why?
What?
And how?
Science, guys.
Lucky, fact check that one for us, please.
Okay, alright. My source is Friendly Geordies, otherwise known as Jordan Shanks. And look, he does his research, right? He does his research.
I don't
But
know
I can
either.
look it up. I can look it up. You probably read it in some self-help book, alright? Fact check that. Oh, that Lockie. Yeah, okay, yeah.
There
The
it is.
only one that listens and comments to the video podcast. We love you, Lucky.
Back up this Lockie.
The
Lockie.
penny dropped. That's
Takes a minute.
I love all the waffling that went in between them.
Wait a minute. Ding.
Processing. Wheel of Death. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a good point. But, yeah.
So then,
distractions.
yeah.
What if though you use Instagram for your business? What do you do then?
I can help you there. Yeah, look, I mean, in an ideal world, I think the ideal setup in an ideal world, ideally, would be to buy a second. would buy a second phone. Just buy 2 phones, right? Get another one, but make that phone a dumb phone, and then have your smartphone be like a laptop that you leave at home, and then learn to live in the 90s. Yeah. Or
So
do it on
like-
your computer,
Yeah, okay. So
but I know that
memories,
can be annoying,
Yeah.
which I think is on purpose.
Yeah.
They do that shit on
Yeah,
purpose.
look, you're probably right there. Yeah, I've never thought about that, but
They 100% do that on purpose.
Yeah.
They don't want you on your... I don't know. I think I briefly had a marketing job where I had to handle the Facebook and Instagram for this like company, and it was back when they tried to merge. You could do it in one program, and it was a mess. But yeah, it was like we would get a post ready on the computer, and then it was like, all right, cool. Now send it to the phone and then post it. I was like, what is going on? The computer should you should be able to do everything from the computer.
yeah, totally.
Yeah. I'm jury's still out on that one. I don't know.
Yeah.
If anyone knows.
No, that's a good suggestion. I do like it.
Yeah. Well, you can buy like a $60 cheaper, maybe $40 phone from like JB Hi-Fi. That's like a brick, and maybe I don't know. Maybe it could do some basic stuff. I'd really just need it to do like messages and Google Maps, maybe. But I'm thinking that's going to be my next phone. Will be a dumb phone, and then if I still have my iPhone, that's going to be like a business asset that sits there.
Yeah, smart.
What's the wrist?
I mean, I hear meditation's good, but I don't do it.
It's hard to.
Used to a bit.
Yeah.
It's hard.
That is a very good one. That's probably prime number one. Free.
Yeah.
Free. Maybe we should do that.
meditation. I know there's lots of good apps for it.
Yeah, there's
meditation apps.
yeah, quite a few. Yeah.
Calm or something.
Yeah.
Sponsor us.
Yeah,
We
and
might use you.
kind of like the Lady Gaga thing that you were talking about. The boredom chamber.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did
Hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
sort of-
picturing. Sorry.
What are you picturing?
ADHD.
No, do it.
In Community, when Troy and Arba just have a room and
Yes,
Annie needs to move, and
exactly.
she's like, "What's this room here?" And they're like, "Oh, it's the imagination room."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a room is a very powerful thing if you set it up. That's my look. Your lounge room is such a powerful space because the TV dominates the space, and the room constantly tells you what to do in it. So that's such a power. Even like you having an art room, so powerful for your hobby
Yeah.
because you step in there and it's like make art. Yeah. So I think a blank room is very weird and confronting because it's like, what do I do in here? And it's like,
True.
it's just what you take in. And if
Yeah.
it's that thing that you haven't done and you know it's the work you should do and you were put on this planet to do it, it's like get in there and face that.
Yeah.
Get in there and face that.
Get in there and
Get in
topple
there and face
monster.
that.
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
even
Get
sort
the-
of
Get
ties-
the fucking
Get
sword
Get
out.
the
Get
sword
the
out.
sword.
Yeah, he's monitored this whole time.
Get in there and face that.
Yeah.
Vegetable Productions.
Yeah.
SideQuest Creative.
yeah, I was gonna say.
Vegetable Productions. Hostile takeover. Next episode, I'm coming in a suit. I'm going to serve you guys. I'm like, I now own it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That'd be
It
pretty
would
fun.
be
Yeah,
funny.
it'd be fun, yeah. Quite enjoyed that one. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's alright. I think repetition, constantly telling yourself that it's going to be okay and that you are doing what you're supposed to be and you are like just reaffirming to yourself.
Positive
And,
thinking.
yeah, 100%. It does rewire the brain. It does have that effect of you start thinking that way more consistently.
Yeah.
And it does become a little bit easier, and it does become more effortless to think that way, and you do shift your mind over time. I also think that it's that time that we take, because they say that it doesn't take very long to give up on one of your habits. 3 weeks to break or make.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We don't even remain that consistent with them.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm
Wow.
sort of thinking that maybe
Yeah.
that's why.
That's a good
I
point.
don't know.
Is rewiring the brain, is that what cognitive behavioral therapy is?
Yeah, in
different
a
word.
sense, it
Okay.
rewires the mind and the body.
Yeah.
So you're changing how you think, but you're changing your body's habits as well, and you're combining those two to create healthier habits. So if you were trying to quit smoking, it would be, I don't want to smoke because it's shit for me. And then when your body goes to get one, you would subtly redirect, or you would find ways to cope without it. So it's mind and body to
Yeah.
attack the problem.
Do you think that stuff's only real because we believe it's real?
Placebo effect has a huge effect on it. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Good one.
But they do account for that as well. And who knows how much of it actually has an effect on us. Like, we're incredibly imaginative creatures. We create anything that we want to. I mean, we created our little worlds. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with them so far.
As you were
So-
saying that, I was thinking we could use this to plug your counselling practice when that begins. Although I could see why you'd want to keep that separate.
Quite possibly, maybe. You didn't hear any of that.
Yeah, interesting.
But yeah, do you guys have any other ideas on how to quiet the mind apart from the big ones that we can all sort of jump to? Like, what works for you guys?
Well, meditation, but yes, I've been pretty slack in my efforts to do that. I did a couple meditations not long ago. They're so effective, man. It's one of those things like, if you haven't been to the gym for a while and then you go and you feel the aftermath and you're like, why don't I do that all the time?
Yeah.
Meditation is the same.
Yeah.
Like, after you do it, you're like, why don't I? It's 10 minutes and I can feel great. And I can relieve the mental pressure and make pretty much, especially if you want to do that whole boredom technique, meditate.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
a fast way to kind of detox. But outside of that, writing my thoughts down can...
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, journaling essentially. And it's funny because I think a page is all I need, and then I get kind of frustrated. Not frustrated, but I'm like, it allows me to... I always think of thoughts as like a stream, and it's like you're either caught in the stream, or you can stand out of it and just watch them go by. And that's what I think when you write every thought, like literally write every thought like a madman. That's when you get like, oh, fuck, I'm over this. Step out, you know. Yeah, so that helps.
No, I like that, yeah.
Mm.
The stream analogy is good too. I always thought of consciousness and thoughts as a stream or river as well. And...
Sorry.
No, please.
No, you.
No.
No,
Please.
you.
After
Okay.
you.
Well, here's the deal. I think that thoughts are this sort of construct, whereas like consciousness is more just like light energy. But that's a topic for another day. Because a thought is this sort of thing that can grow and has structure to it, and these other thoughts, it combines to other thoughts, and it's this, I like nearly just think of it as like a crystal fucking, this weird structural thing that grows. But then like consciousness is like the light that can illuminate the thoughts, you know?
Cool. I'm getting very tired.
Yeah.
But the thing is about consciousness. That's cool. All right, let's wrap it up. Breathe. Wrap it up.
I'm sleepy.
Sleepy. Go to sleep.
We're pretty much done.
All right.
I'm pretty tired too.
All right, let's go. Who
Um,
wants to knock us out?
Well, I just wanted to highlight what Breeze wrote here. She put create a ritual, sit in the same spot and write or paint, and then reduce visual clutter.
Cool.
I like that because that can be mobilized. You can take that to the beach, or you could take that to the waterfall, or you could take that out into nature somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Which led me to a question that I wanted to ask, but I wasn't sure if you had the energy for it. Is because it could be, quite a big topic. Anyway, set and setting. How do you think that is? How important do you think that is?
Sorry, set
and setting. So the set where you are, and then the setting, the atmosphere around that, and with that also your internal set and setting. So if we just keep it to the external, then we look at where you're sitting, what's around you, like the sounds, the noises, and all that sort of stuff. Like, if you were to confine yourself to a house, or keep yourself in a house or a room or a library or whatever, how does that compare to out of the beach or out of a waterfall or out of the park, with people milling about or playing or whatever? How does that come across to you?
I think it's important. Yeah.
I heard somewhere that the man-made settings that we put ourselves in, of the white walls and the perfectly straight lines and all this sort of stuff, it is so boring to the human mind that we do go crazy. And what the human mind actually loves is fractals in nature. So plants are fractals, and we love to behold them. So I think it is very important, and it really improves mood to be immersed in that environment.
Yeah.
Which it would be so nice to. My ideal creative environment is outside.
Yeah.
Me too.
Maybe like an outside workshop or
Outdoor
like
studio is my dream.
or like a writing cabin. Ugh, and you could chop wood and like have a little fire, and you could ride outside and go inside. Whew.
It's
That'd be
funny.
sick.
It's funny that all of our little places are outside.
100%.
In nature.
Primitive settings, kind of.
Yeah. Encapsulated by the feminine natural settings.
Yes.
I know that my office space drives me insane.
Yeah, it would.
All white walls and
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine I would.
Did you want to add anything to that?
But no, so I was just gonna ask if there was anything you guys wanted to add to the end of the episode. If there's anything that you guys wanted to say.
I just no. I don't think so.
Cowabunga.
Huh?
Cowabunga.
Cowabunga, dude.
And that's been us. Thank you for listening to the Psychos Creators podcast. I have been Dylan. In front of me has been the delightful Breeze. And up to my left has been the creature.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste, kombucha.
And we'll see you next time. So enjoy the rest of your day and have a good one.
Also, don't forget to like and comment.